This is Mega Mike the Movie Man here with a very special video today. Today we are going to be doing our October movie haul. So this is everything I collected in the month of October. Blu-rays, 4Ks, collector box sets, steelbooks, you name it, we're going to cover it for the month of October. But first, take a chance. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like a friendly fan film community where we talk all things movies, movie reviews, movie hauls, movie rankings, make sure you subscribe and like the video. Now let's get into it. So, in no particular order, I'm just going to start with the first one I grabbed, and this is going to be our Columbia Classics. Ooh, Columbia Classics Volume 2. This is a great set right here. Look at how nice the packaging is on this set. You have everything in here. So this Columbian Classics Volume 2 comes with 6 different movies, and it comes with 4K copies, which is excellent. You got Anatomy of the Murderer. You have Oliver, Stripes, Sense and Sensibilities, Taxi Driver, and The Social Network. Now these are all pretty good titles to include in this set. Now some of them weren't my favorite, but a lot of them were excellent and I enjoyed. So some of my favorites out of here, Anatomy of a Murderer was excellent, takes you back to that Hitchcock type of feel, very classic film, very intense and patient. Then you have The Social Network. That's the newer release in this box set. That one is so fantastic. I always enjoy seeing that one. Then Stripes. This one was a surprise for me because I didn't know much about this movie. It stars Bill Murray and it is hilarious. It is such a funny comedy. You gotta see that one if you enjoy comedies. Then you have Taxi Driver. I've seen this one before, Martin Scorsese film. Very reminiscent of the new Joker film. And you just see somebody go into complete madness within the movie. And so that one is an excellent classic. Then you have Sense and Sensibilities. This wasn't one of my favorite ones out of the set, even though it's really well done. It's a period piece with romance and comedy. So I know there's people out there that like that style of movie. So if you do, that one is well done with all the costume and set designs. Also, the movie Oliver. This one was probably my least favorite out of the set. It's a classic musical, but for me, it just isn't one of my favorites. The musical numbers just didn't work for me. It wasn't keeping my attention. I was kind of getting bored and tuned out of it. So I really wasn't following that well along with the movie. But I know a lot of people like that one. If you like musicals, I would say give it a try. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Now, we're going to move on from that Columbian Classic Volume 2 to another box set, which is going to be my Chucky 7-movie collection. This one came out a while ago, but I just picked it up for the month of October. It seemed like a great collection to have, and I did not have all these Chucky movies, so I wanted it in a nice Blu-ray box set, and this is what I got. The only drawback is it doesn't have the new Child's Play reboot in it, but I thought for the price, the deal I got on it for this month, it was a great pickup. And this box set is just great to look at. It's a lenticular cover. You have Chucky on there. Great little box set to have. And I like most of the Chucky movies. There's a few in there that aren't that great that I probably won't go back and watch. But there's a few in there that I feel like I would see quite a few times, especially when we get back into the month of October again. So that is for my collection box sets. Now let's get into a 4K slipcover. Now this one I was really anticipating. This is Injustice 4K slipcover. I'm a big Injustice video game fan, I really enjoy Injustice 1 and 2, the video games. I heard the comic series was great, so I was really anticipating this movie. Now, the movie is okay. It's not great, and I feel like it's just different than the video games. It keeps some of the same elements, but it's not a true scene by scene of the video game translated to a movie. There are some different choices made for this movie, and some of the directions they went into, I wasn't a fan of. Just wasn't as good as the Injustice video game storyline, in my opinion, anyway. But let me know if you've seen that one. Do you think it is a good film to you? Next, we're going to get into some still books here. And the first one right here is going to be The Suicide Squad, directed by James Gunn. So this movie is excellent. I really had a fun time with it. And look at this still book. That artwork just captures all the characters in the movie. Can't get much better than that. So, excellent movie. I'm glad to have this one. I now try to collect all the 4K steelbooks for superhero movies. Marvel, DC. If it comes out in a steelbook, I'm trying to get that. And the Suicide Squad, it's such a fun time. A great improvement over the first Suicide Squad. This one is a lot of fun, has a lot of characters in it. It's filmed excellent, and there's good heart to it, and you really connect with a lot of the characters, which gets you really invested in what's going to happen to them as we go through the movie. So some great heartfelt moments. Speaking of heartfelt moments, we're going to go into our next 4K steelbook, which I've done a review on this one, so make sure you check it out at the end of the video, my full-on review. But this is Free Guy, and the steelbook on this is fantastic as well. Oh, it just captures the movie perfectly. The video game world, also connecting with the real world. The characters are so great in this movie. Ryan Reynolds is very funny, charming. The action is great in it. Great messages in the movie. Supporting cast is great. You got a lot of different genres in there. Comedy, action, adventure, romance. Can't go wrong with Free Guy. That one is actually my favorite film of the year, so I'm glad to have the Steelbook 4K. Next, this one, I wasn't really expecting to pick up this soon, but I had to. A Quiet Place Part 2. This movie is a fantastic sequel to the first Quiet Place. I really like suspenseful thriller type of movies that just gets your blood pumping, very intense. You care about the characters, the sounds. It's just so intense, and it keeps you along for the ride, and you really care, hey, what's going to happen to these characters? And it is actually a great sequel. It might even be a little bit better than the first one. I don't know. I go back and forth between part 1 and part 2 of A Quiet Place. But this is great. And I'm glad I have the steelbook. The artwork isn't anything outstanding. It's okay. You know, the back actually is probably a little bit more art. But overall, glad to have this in the collection. Next, we're going to go into a steelbook I really wasn't expecting to ever pick up. But it was on sale, month of October. I heard some decent things about it. So I'm like, you know what? When I saw this steelbook cover, the coloring, that's fantastic. Just the colors. You just look at this one, and how could you not pick that up? Look at that. Fantastic. So I really like the artwork on that. The colors pop. It's a Nicolas Cage movie, Mandy. Now, I'm going to have to say, I don't know if I should have got this one. I probably won't watch this one ever again. Maybe once or twice more. Maybe in like a couple years if I have some free time. It's just such a weird, bonkers movie. It's filmed very nicely, though. So the imagery is interesting, but it's just very trippy and it's weird, and you're not exactly sure what's going on fully. Even after watching it, I'm kind of thinking, hey, what exactly happened again? I'm not sure the exact point of this movie. It's just Nicolas Cage going bonkers, and it's just it's something. It's something else. If you're looking for something, I want a really different movie. Let me try something out of the norm. Then pick up Mandy. But for 99% of people out there, I would say you could probably pass on that one, even though it is a cool still book, and I'm glad to have it in the collection either way. Next, these were the titles for October that I was very excited about. So I will show you my Scream Factory copy of Halloween 2. This is the 4K from Scream Factory. It's collector's edition. This was excellent to pick up. Now you may wonder, why don't I have the Halloween 1 movie? Well, I already had that one on a 4K steelbook from Best Buy that I didn't pick up too long ago. And so I was happy with that one. I didn't want to double dip on it. But I didn't have the other Halloween movies, so having the Scream Factory Collector's Editions where you get all the nice special features, you can just look at all the special features that are included. So many interviews. Excellent. I had to pick it up, and the artwork is very nice as well. So that is Halloween 2. And Halloween 2 is great because it comes with 3 discs, which I wasn't expecting. Not only the 4K and Blu-ray, but also a DVD TV edition one, which I haven't checked out yet, but I was glad. Hey, that was a nice little surprise to get in the box as well. Next, we have, well, of course, after Halloween 2, we gotta have Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And this might be the best collector edition artwork I have ever seen, at least in some time. It just captures the movie. It's great to see the Silver Shamrock mask. Excellent. And I think this movie is very underrated, very underappreciated. It doesn't have Michael Myers in it, but as a sci-fi horror movie, something a little different, I think it's a great watch for October. Plus the Silver Shamrock song in it is just so fun and catchy, and it just gets stuck in your mind and then plays over and over again. But excellent copy. Once again, Scream Factory doing a great job adding all the special features. Fantastic. Can't go wrong ever getting a Scream Factory movie. They just pack it with different features. So after Halloween 3, we of course got Halloween 4, right? The return of Michael Myers. And I enjoy this movie. It's one of the better sequels, so I was definitely glad to watch that one again. And of course, you get a lot of special features, with it being the Scream Factory edition. So I'm happy to have that copy. And so great to have Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers. Like I said, one of the better Halloween sequels. So if you're just going for, the best Halloween movies, that one I would recommend up. Give that one a try, see if you like it. Next, of course, after Halloween 4, we got to get Halloween 5. Can't leave Halloween 5 out of it. So you can see the cover right here. And I think this one, now watching it again, is a little bit more of an underappreciated Halloween film. I don't think it's great, maybe not even good, but it's not terrible. Originally, when I watched this one, I did not enjoy it. I thought it was terrible, but going back for a rewatch, it's not bad. It's half decent. So there's some entertainment value there, and it's great to have the Scream Factory. Like I said, you're getting all these special features within the copy as well. And just to have all these Halloween movies on 4K, you can't really go wrong with. And I hope they do the other Halloween movies as well on 4K. I can't wait to see Halloween H2O on 4K because that is my second favorite Halloween film. So I can't wait till that comes out. Hopefully it does. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Now for my last pickup for the month of October, we have Phantasm 1 and 2 Collector's Edition. Now I did hear there were some issues with this, that actually they did not send out the correct disc. There were supposed to be 4K scans of this one, which I never sent in to get the new disc yet. But I did think these copies worked well enough. To me, they were fine. I really wouldn't have noticed the difference unless somebody told me otherwise. But yeah, the artwork. I think that's what sold me on this. Because I've never seen these movies before. I haven't heard much about them. I've heard the name, but really not too many details. But look at that artwork. That artwork is fantastic. It just makes the movies look super awesome and fun and interesting. And so I had to pick this one up just based on the artwork alone. And this is a good copy. It came with a poster. Haven't got a full chance to check that out yet, but it's always nice to get those extra goodies in these types of releases. And you get Phantasm 1 and 2. So it's actually a 1 and 2. It's not just the first one, it's a 1 and 2. And then you also get some decent bonus features as well. So those are fun to watch. And I actually really enjoyed Phantasm 2. I think Phantasm 1's okay. You can definitely tell it's lower budget. There's some good sci-fi horror ideas there. But I think Phantasm 2 with the bigger budget really takes it up a notch. And that one I actually do enjoy. I think I'll go back and see that one again. Some cool sci-fi horror elements that are a little bit different than what you've seen before. And the tall man in that movie is different and terrifying and interesting. So that will do it for our October movie haul, going over everything we've got with our collector's editions, 4Ks, Blu-rays, all our steelbooks. And make sure if you like those types of movies, you let me know in the comments below. Also check out my other playlists of movie reviews, movie rankings, and stay tuned to more content as we do try to post videos daily. So this is Mega Mike, the movie man out there, reminding you to make every day a movie day.